Alright, I'm out here working. Actually came home a little bit early. I caught my hand in a fucking jigsaw. And yeah, it like went in one side and out the other. And now I got it dirty again. I gotta go in and wash it. It sucked. But anyway, I came home to patch myself up. So I started working on the sword since I didn't have anything else to do. I just got the foam on it. This is like the way I do a stab tip. Um, and then I leave it square on the tops because it compresses as you put the tape on. But this is all pre-tape. If you watch my other videos, this inner layer here is actually an oval, so that it doesn't have a hard corner. Like if you throw a leg shot and this corner right here hits on an down angle, it actually smashes flat. So you, instead of having that corner come out hard right there, it actually like rolls in and creates a flat spot on the side. So I don't know, it's hard to explain, but if you're coming in on a down angle and you hit something like where my thumb is right there, it creates an actual flat spot there instead of a hard corner with the hard cell, you know, heavy pound foam and then the light foam. And then, like I said, this centerpiece here, I actually make it to where it tapers and it gets bigger. It gives you a big hard flat spot right there. But like I said, it's on the oval, so when you swing it, it doesn't create a hard corner. And then when you stab, I leave this part isn't on an oval, so it holds the stab tip. And like this tab tip just sitting where it's at. I mean, you could probably almost fight with it and stab with it with no tape. And like, you know, and then I leave it square as when I put the tape on, it compresses down. And then I have a little machine I built to where I use a roller and I scrunch when I use strapping tape and I actually compress the foam all the way down as I put it on and roll it on. That way, normally when you hit somebody, you compress the foam and it actually stretches the tape, which pops the tape, and the tape is taped to the foam, and then when it goes in, it pops and it actually spreads a crack in the sword. If you just run tape straight down it, like plastic tape, any of the different Tyvek tapes we use, you run it right across the top, and when it presses in, it snaps, and when it pops, it rips right to the hard foam, and that's how you end up hurting somebody. So I actually have a machine that holds the tape and holds the thing, and I roll this down with a roller, and it crinkles the tape up. So then it's got lots of extra. It's like puts more tape on, puts probably twice as much tape on as without it. Then when you hit, the tape has room to stretch, and the tape doesn't break. Um, I don't know what else. I'm putting a cross guard on it right there, but I won't do that till after I've got the blade fully done and the fabric on it and all that kind of stuff. And then this is the way I do my bottoms. It looks kind of goofy now, but like this compresses when you put tape on it, so it looks like it's gigantic. But when I put the tape on, and then I wrap tape down to, like it's hard to explain, but like I wrap tape around, it'll come down to here, and it'll go from here and go around, and I actually wrap the whole thing in tape to where it's going to go. Like I put one around this way, like an X across it, and one around, and then I start winding tape up here, and I wind it down, and what that does is it takes this thing on all the way around and compresses it into the shape, you know, of like kind of a medieval sword, and it leaves it full of foam. And the reason I do it this way is like when you're throwing a shot with a great sword and you're way out, it fits your hand and your wrist, like right there, just like a white sword or whatever, you know, depending on how people do it. But I like that you can throw the shot and it doesn't get in the way of your gloves and everything. When you're all the way at the end, it just slides right in beside it. But I just got it all dirty. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just got dust all over this side. And when I put the tape on, I actually use a fine mist spray adhesive, and I'll spray the sword with that and let that dry almost all the way. And then I'll put the strapping tape on so that the tape, you know, I put it on with, like I said, with the machine, but all the strapping tape, every time I put a layer on, I mist it with adhesive, and then I actually mist it lightly with adhesive when I put the cover on, so the cover will stick to it halfway good. but I don't know.